Hey guys, it's Rod from Timeslider Gaming, and today we're going to be going over 5 things you should know before starting a new game in The Last of Us Part 1. Now if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. I'm all about teaching you how to get through the latest video games when you get stuck, so if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified of my latest video. If you've never played The Last of Us, then you're in for a treat. It's one of my favorite games of all time, by one of my favorite gaming studios of all time. I love the attention to detail that Naughty Dog puts into their games. To give you some background, you'll often be moving from area to area while surviving and killing the infected. Parts of the story are revealed as you make your way to new areas, and this continues until the game is over. I'm being really vague here because I don't want to spoil the story, because it's actually really good. So with that out of the way, here are 5 things you should know before starting a new game in The Last of Us Part 1. Easter eggs. Naughty Dog loves to put Easter eggs in their games, and The Last of Us is no exception. I'm not going to reveal anything right here, I'll leave that to you. But this world is highly detailed, and you're rewarded when you explore every nook and cranny with all sorts of Easter eggs. There are gobs of newspapers and signs that you can read if you position the camera just right. In the remake, I assume the new photo mode will make this easier, and with the high resolution textures, I suspect there will be even more to discover. Resources and difficulty. This is a survival horror game at its heart, so as you increase the difficulty, you can expect resources to become more scarce. Since humanity has almost died out, there are limited resources. Ammo and crafting supplies are incredibly valuable, but also incredibly rare depending on the difficulty. On easy, ammo is plentiful and crafting materials are scattered around everywhere. There are no supply chain issues here. Your crafting materials will often be full and you'll be forced to leave things behind, so don't be afraid to use them. However, on the hardest difficulties, missing a single shot can make or break a playthrough, so be sure to check every locker, open every drawer, search in all the cabinets, you name it, because you can't go back to previous areas, so if you miss a lot of supplies, it can make the game a lot more difficult. Always keep one shiv on hand. Early on in the game, you'll get a recipe for making shivs. These make killing clickers, which is an enemy that is difficult to kill barehanded, a lot easier. You can choke and melee normal enemies, but the clickers are immune. However, don't waste all your shivs on clickers because there are shiv doors throughout the game that have a lot of resources behind them. Blowing through all your shivs make these impossible to access, so always keep at least one on hand. Fight or flight. There is a lot of combat in this game, but some of it is skippable. This can be exploited, especially on higher difficulties where resources are few and far between. Simply make your way to the exit without getting detected. If you manage to do so, then you won't waste ammo and other resources, which as I've said before are scarce. The enemy might get a few shots in, but that's still better than wasting tons of bullets on them. Bricks, bottles, and bats. When resources are scarce, there's nothing like bricks, bottles, and bats. To do this technique, throw a brick or bottle at the enemy and charge at them with a melee weapon. If you can make it to them while they're stunned and swing your weapon in time, it'll always one-shot them. There's only one enemy in the game where this doesn't work, and I promise you'll know them when you see them. Well, that's it for this video. I'd love to hear what you think about the remake. Do you plan to buy it? Do you think it's a cash grab by Naughty Dog? What are you guys' thoughts on it?